how are you balancing everything that the Army needs to be looking at when you continue to have uncertainty, when you continue to have flat budgets? Are there things that the Army's going to have to take a hard look at in the next couple of years? Modernization, you've done a really good job preserving over the last several budget cycles. It's very important, but obviously things are going to get harder and harder. So, are there any areas where you see the Army being able to find some money to shift within your means so you can continue to meet your priorities?
Yeah.
You've already shifted a lot of funding around, but is there anything left to move?
And we've been pretty clear about what the priorities are. I think if you look at over the last 2 years, one of the areas that's given us a little bit of flexibility is that as our end strength has come down due to our recruiting challenge, it's provided a little bit of an asset within our budget constraints to be able to preserve investment in things like quality of life in terms of housing for soldiers, as well as maintaining progress on our modernization programs. Obviously our recruiting picture, fortunately, did a lot better at the end of FY23 than the end of FY22, and we are hoping that we continue to improve over the next couple of years. We need to. So I think there's not a whole lot of other trade space to look at in the Army budget. So we do the best that we possibly can. One thing that we are looking at this next year, you heard General George talk about it at the Eisenhower lunch. It's where we can look at divestment, for example, of some of our legacy systems that create a sustainment cost to the Army. If that can free up some resources for us to invest in modernized capabilities, in quality of life for our soldiers, in housing, then that would be a good thing.
Okay, excellent.